folks, Phil Gallagher, ThrabenU here for another Monster Train run. And streak is currently 3. See if we can make it 4. Ooh, we are Stygian Awoken, which is probably my favorite combination, with a expensive starting deck that, like, boy do we want cards that make us discard, or like a split anvil. But we have a Steel Enhancer, well, 2 of them actually, which is a really great way of keeping Tethys alive. I have 3 expensive cards and 2 very cheap cards. The thing that improves this deck the most right now, and it's not close, the thing that improves this deck the most is Offering Token. And beyond that, all of the other discard enablers are also cheap. So this is a 0-cost card that we really want. This is a 1-cost card that we really want. This is a 1-cost card that we really want. This is a 1-cost card that we would take in circumstances, but we don't really want. This is a rare. I'm not going to consider that. A whole bunch of the cards that would improve this run drastically cost 0 or 1. But taking Volatile Gauge means that these 3 cards drastically power up. This card weakens, and the cards that make our deck better weaken, but this allows us to pick up things like Ice Tornado and Titan's Tooth and cast them normally. This is a really hard pick, because, like, Volatile Gauge works against our start, but, like, starting with Volatile Gauge means you can do very broken things. And Winged Steel is just like a generically very good artifact. So I'm taking an Awoken banner first, in all likelihood. But if I take the Volatile Gauge, I can try to Stygian banner here, Merchant of Steel for cost upgrades, and then, or sorry, Merchant of Magic for cost upgrades, and then go to this Merchant of Steel, trying to upgrade like 2 units. I think you can go either way with this pick. And I have a streak on the line that I have to think about. I usually don't care about the streaks until I start getting to around 3. Then I'm like, I'll do things that are too loosey-goosey. Taking a Volatile Gauge makes a Tomb unit, or not a Tomb unit, the Sap unit much better later on. Volatile Gauge makes the period up to Daedalus much harder, and the period after Daedalus much easier, I think is the best way to look at this. So, like, Stygian has trouble with the Circle 2 boss if it's the Sweet boss, even with this to help if this isn't costing 0 anymore. A little questionable to be actually playing it. And when your unit is randomized, its randomized cost is between 1 and 3. This is a good pickup. Wow. These are both quite good. I can build a more consistent run with like a holdover Offering Token or something like that if I don't take this, but this represents a more powerful run in a vacuum. It makes Merchant of Magics along the way so much better. Like, better enough that I probably go right on Circle 2. these up. I think the safest play is taking Winged Steel, but I think the more interesting run to me is the Volatile Gauge run. Let's take that and see where this goes. Okay, I wasn't offered Conduit Tethys. I might have been tempted by Conduit Tethys, I'm not gonna lie. This might have been one of those times where, like, after that Volatile Gauge, the idea of making all these Frozen Lances potentially free would have been very good. Take Chillwind Tethys. It's possible the spell weakness is better there since we start with 2 Crypt Breakers, but... I get to do this. I don't know that I get to do this. I'm going to do it. There's some risk associated with it. I really need a Train Steward on turn 1 here. To finish that sentence, I really need a Train Steward on turn 1 here, and something else that I can play. Bring Tethys to 6 health. What does this do on top floor? I can leave Tethys at 1 health. Yikes. The only floor that I can play Tethys on is top floor right now, and have Tethys live. Alright. So I guess this is the best line. Oh. The Train Steward blocks 3 of these, and Crypt Breaker deals with 1. Obviously not loving this. Oh, why are you expensive? I guess this is just better. Getting absolutely bullied on this fight. I need to deal with some of this stuff, but I also need to, like, make sure Tethys is going to stay alive. I have another Train Steward to redraw. No, this is it. Maybe we can redraw this one later, though. I also have, like, restores and stuff. If I get rid of these front units, I can maybe finish with Crypt Breakers. These being randomized is rough. Also rough is, like, these all costing bad amounts. Okay. So this is not great. I think I'm taking this damage to heal this. Need to be... I wonder if I'm dead. Kind of feels like I'm dead if I don't get to Crypt Breaker or Sap next turn. I think I need to get this out of the way. Enhance this, and then try to restore this next turn. Okay. How does this do? That is death. Okay, that was slightly harder than I expected that fight to be, but not abnormally outside of the range. So now we just keep taking heavy hitting cards like this as often as possible, and we ignore these sorts of effects. So I think my goal is to attempt to go this way first. Sorry about that. I think I go this way first and try to do the Merchant of Magic upgrades to make the Volatile gauge better. The sweep boss becomes very difficult. But, like, reducing the costs on these is so strong. And I don't super want an Awoken unit. Like, I don't know that something like Thorned Hollow is the direction that I want to be going. Like, I want to cast a billion spells that are cheap in this run. Let's try it. I'm high rolling here a little bit. Hold over. Okay. Neither one of those being a tank is pretty brutal. Yikes. Same thing could have happened on the other side, but we gain the ability to add HP to it. Spell weakness. Or frostbite. Probably spell weakness. Spell weakness helps. Like, one hit of spell weakness into a major spell is very good. I think we're going cost reduction on a crit builder. Frozen Lance? Probably Frozen Lance here. As much as I love the idea of holdover Guardian's Amulet, I think to make it through the next fight, I need 2 small upgrades. I need 1 cost upgrade and maybe 1 damage upgrade. Yep, that's the sort of stuff that I'm looking for. Alright, we are a mage. Okay, easy boss, but spikes with a Tethys with 3 health and an Icy Silophyte with 10 health is no-go. We cannot take that trial. Absolutely not. That is just beyond risky. This is a great turn 1. Sorry, Collector. I probably don't get to get you. Kill. Kill. 1 damage. 1 damage is worth that gold. Okay. A brief respite already, huh? Didn't want to draw that this turn. Well, this is obviously very good. Alright. That should be good enough to win this fight. Now we just draw 1 big spell. 2 stacks of spell weakness plus like a crit breaker, or sorry, crit builder just does that. Okay, circle 2 was going to be the scariest circle for us, and we have survived. Take the big spooky expensive spell again. Skip the small spells. Alright, there's Pyre Health on the left too. It's clutch. No. I do think we need to upgrade units though. I don't really think that's negotiable. These are great upgrades that I am not going to be able to purchase all of. Tank. Obligatory tank is obligatory. That tank needs plus 25 health now. This unit gets multi-strike and is a 1-2 multi-strike here for now. I think we're okay making it through the next fight. Volatile gauge is good. These are going to be randomized cost, which makes them very strong, and it's also like very good for the Seraph that we're fighting. That's a no-brainer. Okay. We're in okay shape. The worst thing that can happen is multiple of our units being drawn in the opening hand, and I can't play both. Luckily, that did not occur. So I am guaranteed to draw the Shark next turn. I don't super want to play these on the bottom floor into this damage. I have Steel Enhancer to kind of undo some of that. This being the damage shield Daedalus is super annoying here because I can't just like Frozen Lance this and then set up floor 2. That's a small floor anyway. So I think I'm kind of locked into doing this. So this has to be played here. These crypt builders are clutch. This is why you go for cost reduction when you get Volatile Gauge, just by the way. 9 frostbites, you are going to kill yourself. That just means doing this here for the armor is correct. Unit maybe gets through. Trying to figure out who I Steel Enhancer and whether or not I just burn a Calcified Ember right here to make sure I kill both of these units. My fire health is a little precious, so I think I want to be building up armor and stats on this. Like, the attack power on this unit doesn't super matter. Like, as long as both of these get a couple of hits on Daedalus, we have nothing to worry about. So this doesn't net me armor on this, but it saves me 2 damage, which is just about as good. Don't super want to blow a Calcified Ember here. I don't have to. I don't want to pay 3 for that. Just use this as an opportunity to stack up stuff. Stop that. Can't really deal with backline creatures. I think I nuke that. Enhance this. Putting that to 9 HP is super awkward because it still dies in 1 Daedalus hit. Like, doing something to this makes more sense, picking up this unit. I can Steel Enhancer and take effectively 2 more damage to Train Sword on top and finish that unit off, which might just be a good, efficient use of my cards. So we've arrived. Oh god, do I Ice Tornado? Well, why are you at 37? I need 2 more HP on this to do something. I think I go Ice Tornado. Blows some of the damage here. Oh, it doesn't. Doesn't matter at this point. Okay. Do I play Calcified Ember? I don't think so. I think at this point we're good. I'm killing you for spite reasons. Mentally, I thought that unit was already dead. Quick Sweeper is fantastic. And I don't think I want any of this. Like, I don't want stings in my deck. These sweep units are going to be worse than my current sweep unit, and I don't want to buy more units and spend gold upgrading more units. If I'm offered something that's really strong, I'll take it, but I'd rather, like, upgrade my current units, like upgrade a shark and then duplicate it or something like that. I need 1 upgrade on each of my 2 remaining units. Card removes are incredibly good for me right now. I need to get these Train Stewards out of my deck. I think it's correct to go this way for now. Why use many units when few units do the same job? I don't know how that office quote goes, but it's something along those lines. This is very good. We'll take that. And purge some Train Stewards. There's that Conduit. This is the run where I actually take Conduit. It really feels like the Volatile Gauge run is the hand where I do Conduit stuff. It's not all spells, it's just the damage spells, but that's like this, these 5, this. A lot of bonus Ember. Do I do enough Frostbite damage to kill Seraph without these? Like, how am I killing Seraph? I'm just gonna kill Seraph with spell weakness stacks, I guess? I don't know about that. It's always a little bit sketchy. But like in the Seraph fight, I see myself setting up on floor 2? Probably? Also, am I taking Ember after the next boss? Because if I'm just taking Ember again after the next boss, I should stay on Spell Weakness. Or sorry, I should stay on Frostbite in hopes of getting Spell Weakness. That's how I kill Seraph. I can also work towards getting Holdover on something like this now that I'm done with trying to just basically survive. I'd like to make this endless if at all possible. It's hard. I don't know about that one, but it can't be that wrong if it's wrong. Spikes? Nope, I don't get to take Spikes trials right now. I just don't. My units are not very good. My spells are great, but this is probably not worth the risk. Especially since this is like a fight with... Are these Absolvers or Purifiers? Absolvers? Yeah. Like, I don't want to be mucking around with those things. Also, like, holy crap, my deck is not good at getting the Collector. But, like, look at this. This is so sexy. This is illegal in some states, I believe. Where were we? Ah, yes. The killing. That's where we were at. You're going to have frostbite, so you are going to die already. So this saves the most damage here. Die now, die next floor. That's fine. Quick 2 damage. Don't think I'm supposed to do that because presumably I steal Enhancer at some point in this fight. Now? I think it's now. Then I get kills on these back units and save myself 1 damage. Frostbite. Okay, so I do want to do something to hit you. Could be next turn. Like, I want to do that to kill... Whoop! No, that's fine. That's fine. That's overkill, but whatever. Okay. Alright, looking good. Spam some spells down here. 6 armor, or improve the stats on this. Okay, improve the stats on this? I don't think it matters either way, but... yeah. This feels a little silly at this point. Like, go Conduit Tethys, like... actually doing some work for a change. Very much appreciated. Also, I just want to point out, like, we're a spell weakness deck right now, and seem to just be murdering without the whole spell weakness portion of the deck. Focus growth is interesting, but most of the time this unit's armor is going to be getting hit, not its HP, so I think I skip on that. Again, we have bonus unit upgrade slots that we need to take advantage of. I'm hoping to fill out most of those slots here, but we only have 230 gold, so we'll see what happens. I have been offered Endless for the Shark. So this Shark needs this 25 HP upgrade. And then the question is, do I need the Endless on it beyond that? It's really good if things go wrong in the Seraph fight, specifically. A good insurance policy. This would cost me 130 gold if I take both of these, and like if I put Runestone on this. Maybe I just take Endless and visit this Merchant of Steel over this Merchant of Magic. Because I would like to go to Merchant of Magics for the rest of the run. Alternatively, I can pass on the Endless, take Incant Armor here, and then try to roll for 2 upgrades in this shop. I have 180 gold, which means I can buy both of the small upgrades. I think I like that. Yeah. Okay. We'll take multi-strike and then we'll try to get a plus 10 next floor. Like we're 25 gold short of being able to deviate from the path that I'm currently on. That's okay. Who's counting those trials I had to skip anyway? Multi-strike on the sweepers, huh? Can I do this trial? Those sweep units are real rough for me, but I do have a lot of murder power. What happens if my back units die? How much HP does this boss have? 790? A little tough. Like, 8 damage on these means that Tethys dies in 1, Icy Silophyte dies in 2. I think I pass on this. Like, I want to get stronger, but I'm also trying not to die, because the longer this run goes and the more Ember I have, the more likely I am to just be able to, like, spam stuff and beat the Seraphite. That stings. I usually don't pass on this many trials in successful runs. Okay, so I'm going to play Tethys, and then my hand is going to be magically cheap and everything's fine. So this is 60, move, hit, 60, and we're going to cast a couple of spells for good measure in case anything's still around somewhere. Okay, things that are happening. This. I think I can afford to do that. I really need gold since I'm passing on this trial. And we'll give this quick, assuming that I Steel Enhancer it within the next turn or two. Kill that unit. I think it's time to just nuke that from orbit. All that good. We didn't get to Steel Enhancer this turn, but we saved all of our HP for future turns, so that's totally fine. So I'm going to kill these with Quick. This is going to be close to dead. That probably means that I should just do this and this. Oh, everyone is dead. Great. A brief respite. Yes. Yes. You hurt. We're technically hurt. So yes. Yes. Oh, 15 damage, huh? Oh, that's not good. This is a poor draw. We had way too many restores in this hand. The spell weakness probably bails me out, though. It's probably okay. I wish I could get this to just a little bit higher HP. Actually, no, right? So I'm quick. So I get 6 stacks of spell weakness. I probably make this work. Yeah, I probably make this work. You don't like to see the boss healing, though. $94. All right. Not actually saving all that much. All right, 90. All right, I take some fire damage. Very glad we did not attempt the trial there. Big expensive Dome card? Don't mind if I do. Nope. What are Awoken cards and why would I need them? Unclear. there fire health on the left? Oh, baby, there's fire health on the left, too? Good. Gives us recovery from things that just happened. Okay, like... Do I... At some point, I just want some damage on that unit. Don't I? Like... That's really awkward and not what I want. But it's very interesting. Alright, I need to do some quick calculations for the last fight. So this is Consume Seraph, right? This is Consume Seraph. So in the last fight, I'm going to have units in the back row with either 3 or 10 health. So once I play a Steel Enhancer, like, my damage output doesn't matter that much. But before I play a Steel Enhancer, my damage output really matters. Like, I think for the regular enemies and the things that have like 190 HP, assuming that I don't get to nuke everything from orbit, I should probably just reroll this shot for some damage. Alright, we accept Battlestone. Not what I wanted. It was a very expensive Battlestone. Holy Claw? I don't know that I need it. It's interesting. I don't want that. So this lets me pull out a problematic unit that has like spikes or Ember Drain or something. And it will... I don't know that this is better than the regular spells that I already have. Like, these sorts of things are how I'm looking to kill 190 HP enemies. I'm not looking to pull them. I just leave. Could be wrong because that lets me pull shields. Alright. So once the shield on floor 1 is dead, I feel real good. Before the shield on floor 1 is dead, I'm scared. Alright. Yeah. 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 These are just going to the fire. Like, that's happening. The question is, like, how do I use my remaining Ember? Am I saving HP on this? No, I think I need to work on damage shields on this. Alright, how many damage shields do you have? You have 3 left. And still push you to the back. That I could Ice Tornado this. Let's see what happens with this. Rude? You have 20, you have 10 Frostbite. Yeah, you're kind of a problem. Maybe let's hit this. Alright, so quick happens here. Didn't math this out, so this actually costs 2. That kills that. Great. Now I can try to get rid of Spell Shield here in hopes of actually killing this unit, but I don't know that I get to kill that unit. Like, this has Spell Shield 4, I can only get rid of 1, that's still Spell Shield 3 remaining, and I don't know that I get to spend my resources up there. I think I would rather just really set up this floor and get some Frostbite on Fel. I think I just accept what has occurred in respect to the pyre. This is a very expensive base hand, by the way. So a Steel Enhancer here is actually worth a lot of damage split between those two units. Guess we're hitting you like that. Hopefully we can do a little something about this up there. Play a weird game of roulette here. Why are you up here this turn? That's rather annoying. Alright, there's a couple of the spell shields down. There's a chance we might be able to take out some of those units up top. Ancient Synergy up there is probably great. That's real good. So this kills 2 of these. Oh, nope, I can't math. Damn. 62. I mean, I can crush the statue so that this doesn't happen with this unit, or I can just like try to kill this unit and other future units. I gained so much by playing my stuff on the bottom floor. And I don't know why I thought Ice Tornado did this. Where's Ice Tornado, right? Where's Ancient Synergy? Oh, it was Spell Shield 3. Wait, that's... okay. Yep. Alright. Focus my efforts here. That stings the old fire a bit. I think from here I'm good, though. Spite. Free. I hope Fel didn't have spell weakness that I just wasted. That Fel had spell weakness that I just wasted. Could have gotten a kill on that floor. I played those spells in a different order. Guaranteed to have a crit builder next turn, so that guaranteed lethal. Oh, we also just like damn near kill with spell weakness, or sorry, with frostbite. Harness the Titan. It's actually Interesting. With the hand size that I have. But I think I still skip it. Let's just make sure we can spam everything. No fear. Card removes are very good. These restorers are close to dead cards in my deck. Get a duplicate and Pyre Health on the last floor. I think I'm good with that. Yeah, we want Frostbite 20 here. The extra oomph. I mean, this is a great upgrade. That becoming Sap 4 is just huge defensively. A lot of gold, but it's probably worth it. I'd like this Ice Tornado to just absolutely chonk through things. So the Restorers are particularly bad because they're not damage spells. The same can be said of Steel Enhancer. I think Restore is worse. A trial that I could take would be cool. So one of these things that does not get answered just obliterates me. I'm very good once I'm set up at this fight. But if I don't have a good hand in the first 2 turns, I'm very bad at this fight instead. Like, once we have a quick sweeper, I'm totally good. I might die for taking this trial, though. The next floor I am getting Pyro Remains, so I can take some damage, but like every unit that gets through is really scary. I might need these coins to do enough upgrades to make me be able to remove cards. A win. This is spooky. I think I have to set up on floor 2. In all likelihood. Good call, Phil. Let's set up on floor 2 where it's safe. Like, luckily, I get a quick sweeper immediately on turn 1. So that alleviates a lot of the problems I could have had in this fight. I'm very, very, very happy about that. So this unit is technically dead as of right now. Because it's going to die to Frostbite. This is literally a free card. I can just use it here. And then since you're dead to Frostbite already, just Guardian's Amulet and save a bunch of damage, like save 8 damage on this. I think that's better than increasing the power of this. Great. Not actually a very good hand. This unit is going to reach the fire unless I do something about it next floor. It will be very easy to do something about it next floor. But I'm very aware of the pain, you know? That floor is spooky. Ancient Synergy here. Kill both of those units. So I'm going to do this to kill this small unit, so that I can actually hit this with something that matters. 6. Yeah. So let's nuke those from orbit. Oh, I guess this turn could actually look something like Crypt Builder into Frozen Lance into Crypt Builder to get the kill. Move down here, tap that floor for later. Also just like shout-outs to how incredibly good Quick is here. So the quick damage is killing everything except this shield. And the shield is already technically dead as well. Start working on that. And then I guess I just vomit spells here. Like, play free spell. Play this. Alright, everyone here is now dead. Do I start working on that floor, or do I just build armor? I think I just build armor. Maybe sap those. Yeah, so like I can do that, sap those, heal this. Crypt Builder you, do the dance, Crypt Builder you, Frozen Lance you. At this point, do I steal Enhancer? Ooh. Oh, probably not. We just get a turn here to build armor. I think it's correct to play a Crypt Builder on this. And I guess you can hit harder. Okay, we basically have the kill here. I assume this will get it. Fantastic. With all of my units dead for bonus points. We didn't even need to use our spell weakness. Nope. We're actually just looking to decrease the size of the deck at this point, not increase it. Edge Prior is interesting if I had room. Could make it so I don't need to like try to purge as many restores as I'm going to try to do. The Merchant of Magic is very good. The duplication is very good. Our health also is a nice safety net. Holdover Ancient Synergy or Holdover Guardian's Amulet are both great. Let's take a look at what this offers. These aren't overly exciting. They're not nothing. We're gonna spend heavily at the Merchant of Magic and see where things move off. So this Guardian's Amulet with Holdover is really good. I'm not sure if it's better than Holdover Ancient Synergy. Like, Holdover Ancient Synergy with the cost reduction of Tethys and the cost reduction that's naturally on this card means that this card is going to nuke for a lot. Like, the Guardian's Amulet is great defensively, but I think my plan is just, like, kill most things. Like, it's a simple plan. Like, this is a great card, but I just wonder if Holdover here is better. Like, hold over here and duplicate it, and then just try to melt through everything. Since this isn't getting a cost reduction, I'm pretty inclined, a cost reduction from Tethys, I'm pretty inclined to give this a cost reduction now. I mean, this is largely upside for me. So it's going to cost 4 on the surface, but Volatile Gauge is going to randomize its cost between 1 and 3 anyway. That seems fine. Maybe I'll roll the Merchant of Magic, or sorry, the Trinket Shop first. I like an Ember Stone on that. Like plus 20 magic power and consume on that. So now I'm looking at like card removes versus trinkets. Eternal Stone is totally fine, but maybe not necessary. And all of these are kind of eh. I can reroll the shop, buy a trinket, and remove 1 card, or I can remove multiple of these restores. I think I can remove all 3 restores if I just go that route. That might just be the discipline choice, like reduce the size of the deck, even though this is a Devour Seraph. I have a bunch of Frozen Lances that are naturally going to consume themselves anyway. Grit. Roll this. Sketches loses me the run if my middle floor is the small floor randomly. I can't take Sketches, despite the fact that it would be very good otherwise. I don't want Icicle Fracture. Okay, yeah, we'll just purge another restore. More restores. More restores. Like, we still have like Steel Enhancers. But like between our Frozen Lances and our Steel Enhancers, I think we have enough things that I can still make it through this fight. Like, the deck's small, but as long as I'm playing my cards that naturally consume, I also duplicate something here, I think it's okay. I duplicate that Ancient Synergy, and then we're broke. Then we're broke. I would like to be strong enough on turn 1 to just set up on the bottom floor, so that Purifiers aren't an issue. Yeah, we're probably strong enough to just set up on the bottom floor on turn 1. I have to math out how to play the turn, but like I've been gifted sap, so free sap at that, so. We're going yeah, yeah. So the ones that have the green text, that consume has been added to them, and the ones that have black text actually have consume. Will consume one of my things that I actually want to consume. Then, how do I do this? I think I crit builder this, and then all 3 of these get hit with ancient synergy from there. And then I kill these back units. Oh no, well, okay, it ends up in the same place because this unit is already dead. Now I could sap Seraph here, but I'm just going to save the life on this shark. These are the most annoying things in this fight, for sure. Outside of the blights. Blights freaking suck. This consumes anyway. Very good. 20 frostbite. If I do need to hit you again, I can just ancient synergy and take 15 fire damage. 16 fire damage this turn. I think I'm still at a healthy enough total where that's fine. Yeah, see, this is what we actually want. We just want these things spawning on this floor. Okay, great turn. We can consume this Frozen Lance. And now we just spam a bunch of things. Go Ancient Synergy. Crit Builder. Ancient Synergy kills all 3? No. So we go Crit Builder, Ancient Synergy. Oh yeah, that's a thing. These are 100 damage. Real talk though, is 100 damage on Seraph better than Steel Enhancering this? It might not be. It makes this being buffed just a little bit makes it easier to get kills on like Gilded Winged Waves. I think I'm willing to ignore 100 damage on Seraph for that. I think as long as I'm healthy when Seraph comes around, I don't actually lose this fight under basically any circumstances. At this point, we probably consume a Steel Enhancer. Okay. Next up, how do we deal with you? I can Crit Breaker you, I can Ancient Synergy you, Frozen Lance you. This is a legitimately free spell. Kind of makes me inclined to do that there. And this here, this here, this here, this here, fantastic, this here. Now, is this the point where I start sapping you? Or do I just save 8 armor here? Go ahead and do that. Stop that. Okay, so these are legitimately free cards. Consume one of these here. Total damage, so 100 and a 90 plus that. We have 3 spell weakness already. I don't know that I can keep ignoring these like random chunks of damage that I can do to Seraph. probably can't. What are we consuming this turn? A Crypt Builder? I would like to get the Steel Enhancers out of the deck. That means taking a little bit of fire damage this turn, though. Maybe I can consume this when its cost is more reasonable. So I'd like to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 theoretically this turn. I want to consume Ancient Synergies. Yeah, I guess one Crypt Builder can go. Ancient Synergies are worth more than it. If I go consume that. $100 down to $90. Really like to sap this turn. I think I can deal with that, which seems like I can. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, so this turn I can consume this 3-cost Frozen Lance up there. That's the play. What am I doing with the rest? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, I'm fine. And down here, we'll go push you to the back. 190. Everyone's dead, so we'll just get a little extra armor. Notably, I didn't play the second holdover card, but I don't think that matters. So the sap does not matter after this turn, so we can consume this here. Jump to 2,000 something damage, lol. Okay. So I'm playing everything except Steel Enhancer with this hand. So I should go 190. Because of the spell weakness, I'd like every hit of Ancient Synergy to go here. Let's just do that. Do a huge hit here. Lol. You get to see some big numbers at the end of the run. That's what you came here for, right? Okay, how do we kill Seraph? Is it with the Blight? Is it with the other Blight? Or is it Ancient Synergy? That Ancient Synergy was hitting for like 3,330 or something like that. So like that was almost enough to solo Seraph alone. Like solo Seraph alone, you know, air quotes there. Okay, that was a great run. For those of you playing along at home, you might have noticed something, and that's this right here. Despite the fact that our deck was kind of strong towards the end of the run, we actually were so weak that we had to pass on multiple trials. So we passed on, I think, a Spikes trial, and then I think a multi-strike trial, and I think any one of those 3 trials would have killed me. And we were in precarious shape early on in the run. Stygian primary runs are often weak in circles 1 and 2, and you take a lot of fire damage there, and then like you're good to go for the rest of the run. But when you take Volatile Gauge, that really amps that up, which is why I had to make some of my early decisions that I did, like hedging specifically for surviving floors 1 and 2 over anything else. Notably, one thing that I didn't mention over the course of this run is that the Volatile Gauge card draws are not evenly distributed between 1 and 3. The way the formula works is that they're more likely to be 1 than they are 2 than they are 3. So while the costs are randomized between 1 and 3, it's not an even distribution, which is why when you put a -1 cost on so many of these cards, that they ended up being free most of the time. So we ended up with the crypt builders being free a huge proportion of the time because they're the most likely thing they are to spawn with when they're drawn is 1, and then we reduce that cost by 1 from there. So there's a little nugget of knowledge for those of you who made it to the end of this video. What a great run. I love this game, and now I'm on like my 10th floor streak or something like that. I'll be back tomorrow, and we'll see if I can crank it up to a 5. See you later.